Okay, Judy, we are going to start the second section here today. I made you draw a line and where the second ending starts, where it goes A. Okay, that should make you feel like you can take as much time as you want when you end the first section, second ending. Okay, and then we're going to start the next part. The next part, we've made some changes to the rhythms, but if you follow along, the next part there you should have and 3 and on that measure, and then the next measure down to on the fourth line now you should have 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 2, and then we're going to end on that. Okay, so we added some dots to quarter notes so that we could make that happen and took some quarter notes out. But rhythmically, if you start with me on the middle of the second ending there, you should have and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 2 and 3 and 1 2. That's what it should be like, okay? And there's some funny things we got to do with our left hand too. So let's isolate each one of those things into one little phrase, okay? And the first one starts with B, C, D, and then C and E at the same time. So we're going to start with B, C, D, okay? But I want you to do that I am I. Get used to that. I am I. And then you're going to land on C and E together with M and I. Like that. You do it over and over again. I am I. Okay? That's the first phrase. Nice, Dean. Sorry, I caught my fingernail. Okay? Once you get the hang of that, and 3 and 1 2. Over and over again. And 3 and 1 2. Over and over again. It'll feel a little goofy because you're going I am I and then playing I and M at the same time. It'll feel funny, but it's right. So the first one, I am I. The next one we're going to start with a thumb on the open G and then F E. Okay? G F E, G F E. And I want the F E to be M I. So if you got to do that a couple times, do it. M I, and then the thumb's going to play open G, and then M, I on the F, E. Okay? Practice that. And then we're going to add the rest of that phrase. On the next measure, you see that you have D and B together. Okay? I want you to play that with M and I, but we got to play D and B on different strings. And the way we do that is we're going to have B on the third string and D on the second string. And I don't want you to play it with first and second finger like you might think, or even third and fourth finger. We're going to play with second finger on D, third finger on B. Okay? You're going to play those two notes. And once you get the hang of that, I want you to actually play it with the couple notes that came before that. G, F, E, and then drop these two notes down. Okay? So you'd work on that over and over again. And we're playing that with M and I again, and down here. Okay? That's the second phrase. The first phrase. And the second phrase. Okay? You don't need to put them together yet, but I want you to just keep thinking of them as being phrase 1, phrase 2, and then here's the third phrase. You just had your second and third finger down on D and B. I want you to take your first finger and put it on F now. So you just ended up with this. I want you to put your first finger on F. If the first finger's on F, you're ready to go. Go ahead and play. That thumb plays the F, okay? And then your M finger plays the open E. First finger plays the D that you have down already. So you have these notes. Okay? And that finishes that second measure. That's the beginning of the third phrase in this part. Okay? And just get used to that. And then you're going to take your first finger and put it on C, second finger on A, and that finishes that phrase. Okay? So from there again, the way you want to practice that third one is a little goofy. You got to put your second and third finger down like you just finished that second phrase. So they're ready to go. Drop your first finger on F, and now you're ready to go. Okay? Here it is again. So you're practicing just the third phrase. Second finger is on D, third finger is on B, and we drop our first finger onto the F on the fourth string. We play thumb, M, I, and then go down to C and A. Okay? Okay, so all of it together will be like this. Okay, but take your time with it. Don't try and put them all together until you can play each one by themselves. Okay, I'd rather you work on the first half of this song and get it smoothed out and work on each of these little phrases by themselves rather than try and like plow through it and make the second part work for right now. Okay, that's all you got to do. If you have any questions, let me know.